doesn't quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically and nobody doesn't quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically and nobody doesn't quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically. Nobody doesn't quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically. I like it when my chords move chromatically. Nobody doesn't quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically. Quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically and nobody doesn't quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically and nobody doesn't quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically. Nobody doesn't quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically. I like it when my chords move chromatically. Nobody doesn't quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically. Nobody doesn't quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically and nobody doesn't quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically and nobody doesn't quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically. Nobody doesn't quite like.
Hello, friends. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good morrow, good eve. Depending on where you're tuning in from. How's everyone doing? Hey, what's up, Jessica? How have your streams been lately? What's up, Art Nerd? Hey, Tomboy, Mr. Zev. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna try to get my fingers a little warmed up here while we say hello. Thanks, Junie. Alright, so my plan for today is to continue working on album tracks. Maybe we'll pick up where we left off with that idea that I was working on last stream. And then I do also want to work on that Toby Fox bootleg. I was working on it yesterday off stream. And came up with a good outline to dive deeper into. Try to get into some of the nitty-gritty production stuff on it. Alright, well, I'm not really sure where to start, but why don't we start with the Hopes and Dreams bootleg thing. I'm gonna get my ceiling fan going real quick, one sec, while the project loads. And I'm gonna turn up my AC a little bit. It's kind of warm in here. 'Tis a wee bit warm. There we go. All right. Let's see where we're at. I think I'll just play it from... Start from the beginning. Okay, so this section, I'm not really sure if that's where I want to take the chord progression, but in general, I do think that it'd be cool for the track to build further from there. I really like this little the guitar riff. It's got like a little bit of a music sounds better with you vibe to it. I like adding like a little funky flavor to the I don't know, the smooth chords. I wonder if it makes sense to have the Did I delete where do the chords go? Oh, I just muted them, or no, they're here. It's actually kind of cool without the chords though. And then after this section, I was thinking about taking it into double time, because I think originally that's what I was hoping to do with the remix. And then back to gradually progress back into halftime here. Maybe we have chords for this section. I don't know. I kind of liked how it sounded. Okay, well, anyways, that's kind of roughly the outline for the idea. So we go back to halftime here after the double time. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Think about how to start fleshing this out some more. I think in general, as an outline for a song, it works. I'm just gonna change the timing on these a bit. It's throwing me off. Or maybe I'll just make it a... Let's just copy the MIDI from this. need to add one more chord here. Something like that. I like kind of repeating that part potentially. Maybe like leading into this section. Well, we'll see. I think the transition there is okay for now. I'm kind of wondering whether this next section is redundant. In my eyes, like, the intro is almost like this subdued version with less energy of this intro section here. So we have kind of like an exposure to the motif where hopefully people are like, hey, I think I might know that melody from Toby Fox or something. And then it becomes more clear that, like, yeah, that is the melody with a little more energy behind it. So I wonder if we skip this and go maybe to the next. Could also throw a little piano. He's crazy. Anyway, we can just like vibe out after. Like that could be cool. I feel like there might be too many melodies in the song as is, but whatever. Something like that could be nice. Let's try it. Okay, let's try to roll with that. We're just gonna add octaves to. Whoops! Why did I go all the way over there? I do want to use the second melody after the section to kind of build up the energy a little bit. Let's see. Wasn't this macro? Let's see. I'm gonna experiment with this patch a little bit. What are these LFOs accomplishing right now? LFO 2. What the hell? Why is that? Doesn't seem like it's really doing anything. Oh, I see a lot of the characters coming from trash. Let's see. But do we really need it? There's so much distortion in Serum 2 now. I feel like we can get rid of this. It might help us control the sound a bit more. Yeah, see, that's a lot cleaner. We'll have to kind of probably add some more distortion and other things to make up for the trash not being there, but whatever. We'll figure it out. So in terms of wait, what the hell is this macro? Okay, so that is actually okay. Yeah, I mean, it helps to have some articulation control before the distortion as well. I wonder if we have the macro just turn the LFO off altogether. Because when the macro's up all the way, you can still kind of hear the re-triggering. So maybe we can have the aux source. I'm pretty sure this is how you can achieve this. You get the macro 1 on the aux source. I think we need to invert it though. Oh wait. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now there's a pretty big volume difference. We can try to compensate for that a little bit. Oh, I think I already was doing some of that. So when it's all the way up, the might be a little bit much. Okay, well, let's see how we could potentially use this. Might actually, I'm gonna turn this down a bit. Dispersers, a little too much. Let's take a break from the bass for a moment. I'm just trying to like picture what I'm hearing. It could happen. Let's try to mess with these chords a little bit. Let's give that a shot. Minus this little ghost note there. Yo. What's up, Popcorn? Hello, Insight Man. Appreciate the sub. Oh my gosh, wait. Y'all, I've been, damn, I thought this entire time I haven't been showing my damn screen. What the hell? That's my bad. This thing is so much fun. It's crazy. But it's really hard to I have a hard time finding ways to actually use it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the yeah in Genuine My Pony. I wonder if we could create something similar in articulation in the bass to kind of like match that a little bit. I forget, is it I think it's the down sample that might be able to help us with that. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so thinking let's duplicate this twice. And then let's take this first instance and remove the rebound effect, and we'll just call this main chords and mute it. And I think I want to start trying to create some alterations to this chord patch, but try to create some like fills. So let's try it. I wish I could I don't know. It's really hard. Might be able to layer it. Yeah, whatever. Not sure if we'll actually do anything with that, but... I don't even really know why the LFO shape is... It sounds like it's changing so much. Oh, cool. You can like... Huh. I'm kind of curious what this morph thing does. But look... Damn, I kind of need to like reset this a little bit. Let me start fresh here. Okay, I want to try this morph thing. What if I can like do something kind of like a morph between the bass and this chord sound would be cool. All right, let's try to take, let's see, 37, track 37. I'm kind of curious about this. Huh. I mean... Weird. I don't know if that really worked. I don't see... Oh, wait. I see some things happening here. Huh. I don't really know exactly how it's morphing it. Huh. Well, all right. I think the easier way to do this is probably to just try to vocode it a little bit. We can add a vocoded layer in here if we want to combine the signals. I also saw a pretty cool thing that VR did, where you can use like these reverb impulse responses, almost like a vocoder type thing as well, which is cool. Let's see, external. Let's take audio from 39 Serum. I am kind of curious about adding the rebound on there as well. I wonder if we do sends only for this. Let's try it. We can try to go like 50-50-ish on the vocoder. Sounds pretty terrible right now, but let's experiment with these a little bit. Actually, turn it up a little bit more so it's easier to hear what we're doing. That's kind of cool to have that in the bass line. So that's not, there's nothing from the 39 Serum currently going into the mix directly. It's only... Why don't we legato these? Here, let's legato this, and anytime we play the bass now, we'll kind of get the chords coming through. It's kind of interesting. I feel like there could be a way to combine these two. Let me mute the lead here for a sec so I can focus on the sound a bit better. It is interesting, but let me just record, or let me loop this bass line. Yo, thank you for the follow, Minri. Sorry for sorry if this is a little tedious, but this is, I think, one of the things that makes tracks interesting. Sometimes you just stumble onto some interesting sounds. I like that. We can put the vocoder before the disperser. So, okay, what am I supposed to do with this sound? Maybe we turn the articulation up on the downbeats or something. I don't know if this is working or not. Dun, dun. Let's add some breaks in there. So like I don't know. And then maybe after that, we just have that. Roughly halfway through the track, that's where I want to kind of double time it, but Maybe we don't use this sound for the downbeat at all. I think it sounds better just like plucked, and the downbeat sounds pretty weird. We could always get rid of the dry wet for that impact, I guess. I don't know. I also really liked how it sounded just with the pluck. I wonder how we could foreshadow this. Whoa. See if we can try to high and low pass it, kind of bring it in. Let's go up to the piano for a moment. We need to low pass this a bit. I wonder if we could like just trying to play around more with this. Okay, what if we try like Follow. Yo, thank you for the follow. Bora Flame. We're almost at 10k followers. 9982. That's the magic number that we're at right now. Let's see. What did I just do? Did I just save the project file? I think I did. Bum ba bum bum. Yeah, let's get rid of the down sample for now. Let's actually get rid of some of these melodic layers. I think we want to save those probably for later. Question is, can we just skip ahead? Might be well just skip this entire section. Hold on, let's unmute the melody for this section. Okay. Let's see what it sounds like when we add the piano as a layer. Washed out piano. Oh wait, there's way too much echo the whole time. curious. Maybe a little piano fill going into that. Yeah, let's mute all this stuff for a moment. Yeah, this little embellishment thing. We'll have that go down one beat sooner. Okay, the latency is making me play super out of time. Yeah, let's try it like this. So what if we actually save the plucky stuff, the plucky chords for the... Oh yeah, that's the lead in right there. A flat. Trying to remember, I think, is this bass patch still working or nah? Whoa. Okay. We can try a different kind of approach to some of this low end, like, sound stuff. Let's try that. I'm kind of more into the idea of having the melody be like a little bit washed out, just kind of shimmering on top, not creating a bunch of negative space, but we'll see. So assuming we can make that work, and we have some kind of fill here. No, we go double time. Yeah, we gotta break up the flow completely here if we want this to work. Probably get some snare sounds. Whoa. Where did that come from? Remain muted. Thank you. I have some very sad news. I'm almost out of coffee. We'll just leave the bass out of this last bar. Let's look for some snare sounds. Snare. I actually kind of like that one. Let's just add a few different snares into this rack. Sure. Also sure. Ooh. I love going through samples this way now because you find so much stuff that you kind of forget you have in your library. Vengeance. Yeah, not the snares we're looking for. I'm looking for more like acoustic-ish stuff. Definitely not the Prida snares. It's kind of like the opposite of what I'm looking for. Those actually aren't terrible, but not really what I'm looking for. Dusty. Yeah, sure. Whatever. We got 5 snares to work with. Should be able to make something with these. Don't think we have any toms in here yet, but I don't really know if this is gonna work, but let's not overthink it for now. Wait, we do have toms. Let's grab these. There we go. Okay, yeah. So the idea would basically be to repeat most of what happens here, but just in double time. Compositionally. Let's keep it pretty similar. Let's freeze this and flatten or bounce in place. I wonder why they renamed it. Maybe it's just easier to say bounce in place. Ever released any drum and bass? I think technically maybe. I think I have one track that was never even officially released, but I did post it online. I think it was called Fluctuate. That kind of went back and forth between a similar tempo where it's easy to go between half and full time. But yeah, I think let's see, what is it, 2:30? I think it might be time to switch it up here. I'm okay with where things are at with this at the moment. But I don't want to spend too much time working on this because I can tell I'm kind of reaching like a point of depreciating returns a little bit. Almost sounds a little chiptune-y when you hear it in the background. I do love this Omnisphere vocal patch in here. But yeah, let's switch it up. I think I'm going to go back to the, what's the song I was working on yesterday? Or on Sunday. It's also, I don't have a final name for it yet. But yeah, I've been enjoying working more in the 80-90 BPM region these last few days. So nice to switch it up. I think I was doing lots of 4 to the floor stuff for a couple of weeks. So let's, oh yeah, head first. That's kind of like the temporary title. Let's go back to that. Let me load that up. I do love using EXO, but I think what happens is I end up using it more as a something just for exploration and maybe like peripheral percussion, just because of the way that I prefer to set up my my drum racks it can be a little frustrating when you have a kit in XO that's working. It's hard to keep all the MIDI information and it's just loading. I get a little frustrated with it when I'm trying to use it as a primary drum rack with where I'm basing my sidechain off of like certain notes and stuff like that. So I've actually kind of stopped using it because of that. But it's still nice to use it for exploring percussive sounds. Gotta fix that fill. Second, what is going on here? I think I realized I wanted to start the verse a little bit sooner. Where's that clap? Is a little too aggressive. Scrolling. I'm just gonna copy these strings over. I think there's maybe one more layer I missed. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, and then from here, I think we want to go into that, yeah, into this section. Let's see. Actually, this Foley is not it. I think I want more like a different kind of Foley. Maybe some rain or some rain. Ever look, I know if I 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 ever look back. I know if I ever look back, I could find plenty went back. I can tell you right now that there's was thinking about like having that felt piano play that sound on the offbeat there. Could be kind of cool. Let's sidechain it.
I know if I ever look back, I could find plenty went bad. I can tell you right now that there's plenty things I don't understand. And things I would work with, don't want.
Let's just set it in there for now.
I know if I ever look
If we don't like it, we can always remove it later.
plenty went bad. I can tell you right now that there's plenty things I don't understand.
Okay. Yeah, let's go back down here and add that Foley I was just talking about. Facebook sample group. Back when I actually used Facebook. I don't think I've been on there in years. Which probably is not a good thing, actually. What kind of water sounds do we want? Maybe I'll actually do more of like a nature ambience. Yeah. Where's the bridge thing?
I can tell you right now that there's plenty things I don't understand. Some things I won't work with, don't wanna know what says. I never feel my heart trembling, 'cause I know that I'll do it again.
Maybe not the frog sounds. Timing on some of the strings is slightly off, unfortunately, but kind of want to increase. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to auto-tune the strings because they were going out of tune a little bit. It is weird working with oof. Yeah, this is gonna be rough to try to edit this. Properly. Timing, tuning, and... It'll be worth it, though. Hold on, that one is... Yeah. That one sounds really on time. I think the best way to do this is to go through them one by one and try to edit them until they're... Yeah. Those are much more... Yeah. There we go. Oh, wait. Damn. I actually don't like those notes, but... Maybe we can, like, repeat those, and... It almost doesn't matter. There's so many layers that it will... Though this is, like, really off. Luckily, those are all the same notes, so I could probably find the ones that... Yeah, like, those... Okay, those are a bit better. So let's check on this one. Ah, the timing is like not great. I wish I had caught that while we were recording, but to be fair, I hadn't really done this before, and we're recording a ton of different stuff for like, I don't know, 10 different tracks. Hold on. It's so close. And this is not the string player's fault either, because I mean, I was just like queuing them in and experimenting with a bunch of different stuff, and I was telling them to play stuff, and they were learning it by ear on the spot. So this is definitely not their fault. I didn't know how to really take advantage properly of them being in the space. So I basically just I had some like pre-planned stuff that I had them play, and then I also did a lot of like improv stuff. Like, hey, try these notes instead, try this instead. That sounds pretty close. Okay. Last layer. These notes here are a little off. I wonder if it's better without the auto-tune. I don't know. It's just in the recording. Let's just see what it sounds like at the moment. I mean, it's gonna sound really great. Yo, thank you for the follow, Marco6. 9983, like 17 away from 10K. Let's see.
Do it again. I know if I ever look back, I could find plenty went bad.
Maybe we add those scratches in there.
Do it again.
I think this background layer, maybe we where's the pitch bend? Yeah. Let's go like this. Wait. Damn it. I can't do that actually, I just realized. That's okay. We will grab a shifter and an auto filter. We'll set the shifter to frequency and just go like this. Wait a minute. Wait. Pitch bend. Oh yeah, weird. I thought I was playing the wrong note for a sec. Sometimes the pitch bend gets stuck. There we go. Yo, thank you for the follow, Victor Boom. I almost want the energy. The melody will end there probably, but I kind of want the energy to still stay pretty high. Let's see, just to do it. See if we can use the more sustained chords still. Bum. Yeah. Bum. Yeah, we're just adding a little shimmer action. Really want to make sure that this is just like a little high-end panic note layer. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. What just happened? I swear this only happens to me on stream. I end up just like finding these crazy. Did I hit something for it to EQ it like that? Hold on. I was just gonna experiment with some EQ positions here. Yeah, mix isn't looking terrible. I'm definitely gonna need to tame a lot of stuff still. This might be, there's enough tracks in here to consider needing to export stuff. Hopefully not. I really hate exporting and importing tracks into new project files for mixing. I wonder if we can get some strings into the intro though. Kind of want to like foreshadow the fact that they're in the song because they're kind of awesome. I might add a shifter to these hi-hats as well. Just because I think it might make it a little more interesting than just having the hi-hats start there. They all also sound very much like, I don't know, static and... I wonder if some staccato stabs would be nice. Because, I mean, obviously the strings are a big part of the song. I don't necessarily... They're so... They're really great additions and, like, crucial moments. But they're not really around the rest of the song because I only had them record basically all these different layers based around that one melody and that chord progression. So like I might have to experiment with libraries instead of recordings, but that's okay. We gotta do follower. Yo, cool man, what's up? thank you for the follow. Kind of nice because you can just layer in fake strings and they almost trying to see what other takes there are for the melody, because here he plays it quite static. Hold on. We gotta do follow up. Yo, thank you for the follow, Manuman. Oh, also Art Nerd, sorry, I didn't see your question about the recorded strings, but yes, you're totally right. Yo. Cutletty, what's up? Thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Kind of Emancipator vibes a little bit in this intro. Oh wait, let me get those staccato strings in here. And we gotta do follow. Yo, thank you for the follow, Rowney Music. Oh wait, I think I was gonna do downbeats here. They're pretty not in the mix right now, and that's okay because we will figure it out. Or pizzicato maybe? No, it's okay. We'll do staccato, shorten the release a little bit, and we'll EQ it, add it to the sidechain group. Oh, it already is. Never mind. That release is not working. Actually, one thing I'm realizing. Yeah, I think. Let's try to create some kind of variation of this pre-drop. Whoa, pre-drop vocal. Let's grab the audio from all vocals and just record this real quick. I'm thinking just a simple vocoder should be good enough to spice it up a little bit. It's a little bit not interesting enough. But we'll see. Let's see. We'll just add a Serum 2 in here. Route it into, it's called pre-drop Vox. Okay. And we'll take the external from 7 Serum. Okay. Let's turn this up a little bit. We can mute this now. Let's also loop just this section. We're gonna have to mess with this a lot to get it to not sound super cheesy, but maybe we should have rendered this without reverb. But really, before the drop, all we're gonna hear is that. Wonder what kind of effects could be cool. Maybe like a drop like that could be cool, like a glissando. That's probably gonna sound terrible, but let's just gotta trust the process. Let's see. Sends only. Maybe I wonder what a noise layer would do for this. It's just interesting to hear the different wavetables when they're vocoding. Actually, I just remembered that sometimes it helps to have like a really subtle fold. Yeah. Kind of brings out some of the consonants a little bit more for some reason. I mean, it's not really... Hey, what if we added that rebound plugin to this? I wonder what that would sound like. I haven't tried it on vocals before. Please don't crash. Okay, nice. We're safe. Let's enable the loop. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we have the strings actually continue. I think I muted them originally here. Let me check and see if that's actually the case. Yep. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Maybe a shifter would be kind of cool here. I don't know how important it is to be able to hear the pitch of the vocal as it's being. Let's see if we can. Maybe we try the fine. What if we put it before the vocoder? Not a huge difference. Almost sounds like it's formant shifting it a little bit, the vocal, as it gets lower. Let's try that as well. I do like the violin with the piano in the beginning here. I think we need something, not necessarily the staccato strings. Those, I don't think those are the move here. But I think I was onto something with having like some kind of sound that plays in the downbeats, like the bump, bump, bump. Or wait, bump, 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 bump.
things I don't understand.
Just, I don't know what, but...
I know if I ever look.
Where's that reverb coming from? I think it's right here. Let's... Yeah, we want that to be dry. There we go.
I know if I ever look. I know if I ever look back, I can find plenty went bad. I can tell you right now that there's plenty things I don't understand. Some things I won't work with.
Okay, let's turn these down a tiny bit.
Plenty things I don't understand. Some things I won't work with. What anyone says.
I do think we want... Let's copy this sub and find out where the other low end is in the intro. Yeah, I think we don't just want these short little thingies. We want a little more sustained low end in here too. Let's make sure to sidechain it, and
I know if I ever look back, I can find.
let's see.
I know if I ever look back, I can find plenty went bad. I can tell you right now that there's plenty things I don't understand.
Nothing crazy. Just get...
I know if I ever look back, I can find plenty went bad. I can tell you right now that there's plenty things I don't understand. Some things I won't work with.
Okay. Yeah, literally just a few extra notes.
I know if I ever look back, I can find plenty went bad. I can tell you right now that there's plenty things I don't understand. Some things I won't work with.
Yo! Algoprism, thank you for the sub.
I know if I ever look back, I can find plenty went bad.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just going to change the pattern here a little bit.
I know if I ever look back, I can find plenty went bad. I can tell you.
Yeah, I'm going to change it to that.
I know if I ever look back, I can find plenty went bad. I can tell you right now that there's plenty things I don't understand. Plenty things I don't understand. Plenty things I don't understand.
Extend that up into the clap, probably. Let's see.
Plenty things I don't understand. Plenty things I don't understand. Some things I won't work with. What anyone says. I feel my heart trembling.
Whenever I hear that effect, I think that there's something happening on the stream. Actually, I've been meaning to mess with this a little bit because it sounds very, very boring and out of place.
Feel my heart trembling, 'cause I know that I will do it again. Feel my heart trembling, 'cause I know that I will do it again.
Okay. Maybe that vocoding thing is not the way to go. Hold on, let me hear it again. I don't know. We'll figure it out. What if we just did the vocal? I mean the lead. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh shit. What the hell just happened? I don't know what language you're speaking, David, but thanks for joining the chat. Yo, Blades Runner, thank you so much for all the gifted subs. Damn, what just happened? Got like 10 gifted subs. Welcome Eblit, The True Virtuoso, Riverkit, Dabs Fatboy, S94C, Jurio, Google Smart, Hiriam. I tried. Yeah, thank you so much though. Some of you regulars have been dropping some gifted subs since I started streaming again, and I really appreciate it. Massive W. Big W. Does that mean I have to name this song after Blades Runner now? In all seriousness though, I remember that was one of the things that obviously I'm not involved in the NFT space really at all anymore, and I haven't been for a very long time, but when that bubble was starting to burst back in like 2021 or something, one of the things that I really loved about the idea of using smart contracts for like music is it would be so cool to be able to have like little, I don't know, like raffles or like mini auctions for fans to win a stake in like IP ownership or like royalty ownership of like a song, you know. I just think it'd be really cool. Like imagine, you know, you go to see an artist you really like perform. Obviously it doesn't have anything to do with me, and there are people doing this, but I just think it'd be really cool, like if you had a partial ownership over a song that you're hearing live. It would just be an interesting feeling to like be at a concert and be like, hey, I don't know, I own part of that song. Maybe people don't really care about that, but I think it's kind of cool. And plus it's like if the artist you support is winning, then you're winning too, right? Because like if their song is doing well, then you get a portion of it. And I just think that that's kind of cool to have a community driven like reward system. But anyways, I don't know why I went on that tangent. Appreciate the support, Blades Runner. What if maybe maybe something like really short is what we're looking for. Got some baby hairs on this pop filter. Hold on, I gotta check out that little fill sound thing, because that needs to be tamed a bit. It actually sounds pretty cool, but it's It's a little rough. Let's check out what it's looking like on Pro MB. Need the sub here to end a little bit earlier. Let's have it start fading out. Probably stop the drums. Stop this. Let's label this verse 2. Just so we can see on the timeline a bit better. I wonder if we should reintroduce some low end in the second half here. I think there's a frog sound there that I need to get rid of. Or is that a frog? What is that? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's gotta go. You know, now that I think about it, I kind of regret getting rid of that synth layer. Where did it go? Didn't I mute it and leave it somewhere? Oh yeah, it's right here. Wait. I think this is it. some Studio Ghibli vibes here a little bit. Wait, this thing is a little misplaced. There we go. Maybe this should go. Maybe the like synth lead-in could start. That high-end layer could maybe happen starting like way sooner. Let's try this. That little comb chord is quite loud. Let's reduce that a little bit. There we go. Oh, I forgot about the plucking thing that I automated in there. Is that even noticeable? I feel like you can't even tell. Yeah, my sub might be a tiny bit. Maybe some filter movement before the drop could be cool. Not too much, but let's see. Let's try it a little bit. Turn up the resonance a bunch. We can have the dry wet around like 70 ish, and then have it go back down. Let's try that. Something about this sound is irking me mix wise. Yeah. You're right, Wolf King. I think some kind of subtle choir could be nice. Let's go pretty far down in the layers. What are these MIDI layers? It's just empty MIDI. Sweet. Let's use one of them for a good old trusty Omnisphere. Hey, quick reminder, by the way. I haven't announced it, but I will be doing 100% the a little bit of a weekend streamathon. So it's gonna be 12 hours on Saturday and 12 on Sunday, for a total of 24. But yeah, I'm gonna start in the morning, like at 9 a.m. I've got a flyer I'll be posting on Discord and probably a few socials. But if you want to tune in, feel free to do so. And if you want to recommend some activities, let me know. I will consider them. Damn. The jump scare classical tenor. That just made me like, how funny would it be to hire like an opera singer to jump scare your friend? You know, just like film them on their way to get a coffee or something, and just have an opera singer jump out of the bush. Hey, Game Zone, first time chatter. Thank you so much for the message. Love you from Egypt. Much appreciated. Okay, let's see if we can add this in the middle somewhere. Record that. I think that will be a nice additional layer. Love this beat minor. Maybe quantize it. Trying to think about like, I'm not sure what role. I definitely want the choir there to support, you know, what's happening on the track there, but do we get rid of the low end, maybe? Something like that. This would be so awesome, unbelievably awesome to play with live stream players too. I've never played a show with a live stream player, or a Haywyre show at least. Let's get some more reverb going in here. We want the Valhalla goods. Let's get vintage verb on here. Do you find IEM suitable for mixing? Yeah, absolutely. Just depends. The brand and model that I have, I think they're called Timeless 7 Hertz. They're quite accurate, and the thing that I like about them too is they're very portable, and they are easy to keep on for very long periods of time, because compared to like over-ear headphones, they don't weigh as much. So I think they're really comfortable, and once you're kind of used to having them, basically like as far in your ear as they can go, it's a little strange at first, but after a while it's great. You definitely have to make sure to position them properly, otherwise like it could be a little messed up. Also, the custom IAMs are definitely better, by the way. So I would recommend doing that. And then the nice thing is, once you have a profile for custom IEMs with whatever brand you want to do, not only can you get, you can get replacements or whatever, but then what you can do is you can spend some time doing like sign sweeps. I got to do this again in the near future. I've honestly, maybe once I get to the final mixing stages of my album, I will do that. But doing some sign sweeps and then saving an EQ curve that kind of corrects the dips and accents of not just your in-ears but also your ears. I mean, obviously you can't get it perfect, but it helps to try to correct them a little bit. And then you kind of don't have to do it ever again. You can kind of trust that the mixing decisions you're making are pretty accurate. I know that what I'm doing with these IEMs, it's not perfect and it's not very accurate. It could be more, but I'm just not at that stage quite yet where I'm like ready to dive deep into nerd out mixing and mastering mode for my album. So I do want to go down that rabbit hole when the time comes, though. I think actually we'll need to EQ this piano quite a bit as well. I think there's... maybe that's a little too much low end gone. Don't want it to sound like a toy piano, but like it was a bit much with the low end before. Legato these and then just bounce in place, and then we're going to just have the volume of those trail off as other sounds start getting more and more intense. Why does the like jump scare soprano singer sound like some kind of Tim and Eric skit? I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched Tim and Eric. Damn, all out of coffee and water. I don't know what part of the recording session that's from, but I was just trying to look around and see if there's any other string stuff I can kind of carry over, but I'll have to go through the original recording session file.
Subscribe.
Whoa! What's up, Breakin'? Thanks for the subscription. It's good to see you here. Finally caught a stream. Hell yeah. Actually, hey, since you're here, might as well share with the chat that Breakin's gonna be visiting me in Milwaukee in August. We're gonna be streaming together from my studio right here. So we're going to work on probably more than just one idea, but there's one track in particular I know we both want to wrap up, and it's been in the works for a long time. And unfortunately for Breakin', I'm not the kind of artist that gets things out quickly. Always takes me years to finish stuff, so it's been a painstaking process. But it's a really cool track, and we'll work on it on stream together in August. But yeah, here. Let me show you where the track I'm working on is at right now, Breakin'. I'll just play it from the beginning. Got some live stream players to record some stuff for this. Lot of work to do still, but it's coming together. I do like this part a lot. Maybe we remove a couple of string layers here. Yeah, I feel like definitely feels like the whole song makes sense. Grazie, signor, grazie. Yeah, I'm still figuring out how to make that ending work, because those strings weren't really recorded to be played isolated like that. I wasn't planned to have them be in the ending, but I think it'll work. I think it should work. We gotta do follow-up. Hey, M Vikings? M Wikings. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Okay. Hey, thank you for the cheer, Art Nerd. I appreciate it. It is a live recording. There's an improvised riff waiting for me. Redeem. Thank you. Actually, it's perfect timing because I was gonna. Let me start a new project file here because I think we need to wind down here. But can I see who the request was from? Redeem improvised riff. I really got to make some sounds for these so that I don't miss them in the future. But either way, whoever redeemed those channel points, give me a moment and I'll get a piano, little end of stream piano session going here. And then, like I said before, on Saturday and Sunday this weekend, I'm going to be doing some lots of streaming. 24 hours total of streaming. Let me switch the buffer rate real quick too. Gonna go to 96. One sec. Okay. Let me think of a little improv riff. It sounds like some Wolfpack or something. Oh, quick wrist update, y'all. My wrist is doing very well. This is honestly the best it's felt in months, so I'm pretty stoked because I do think that the steroid shot I got is going to be the final nail in the coffin. Every day I see a little more of my tendons, and I haven't been wearing tape. I haven't been wearing the splint. Technically, I should still be wearing the splint, but that's part of the reason I was waiting to kind of announce these streamathon. It's because I wanted to wait and see how my wrist is going to react to this shot in the long run. Doc said 4 to 6 weeks is how long it takes to know whether it's done its job, and I think it's doing its job. Haywyre on roids, yeah. What can I say, man? How do you think I was able to rip and shred the keys like I have been. I'm so excited. I really got to start getting a training regimen going so that I can get my fingers back to where they were at before. They feel rusty, man. Rusty. Okay, well, to end the stream, you guys want to shout out any particular keys? Happy to jam? Alright, we got B flat minor as the first one. Let's start with that. Let's turn this up a little bit. All the professional musicians you see are performance-enhancing drugs. Or performance de-enhancing drugs if you consider alcohol as a depressant. Try to modulate into the D Dorian that the next person mentioned. My drug of choice has always been caffeine. I mean, we had to throw it in there. Okay, what was the next key that somebody threw out? E flat Dorian. So we can go. That's actually kind of interesting. How would we want to modulate to one half step up? There we go. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in today. All right. Appreciate all the subs. Shout out to Blaze Runner for the 10 gifted subs today. That was rad. And thanks to all the first time chatters, the new followers, the regulars especially, actually. Definitely gotta appreciate the regs. But yeah, I'll be live again Thursday for more album progress and hopefully more progress on that random bootleg Toby Fox. So appreciate it, y'all. And don't forget to make some time this weekend to hang out with me. I'll have some flyers going out tomorrow. Peace out. Thank you, guys.
Do you hear what I hear? Do you care if I care? Do you know what I know? Do we know what we share? Do you hear what I hear? Do you care if I care? Do you know what I know? Do we know what we share? You don't you? Yeah.